And now joined by the 2024 NTT INDYCAR Series champion, El Campeon. Congratulations. Low in 2024, 2 wins, 6 podiums, 13 top 5s, 13 top 10s, 3 NTT P1 awards in 2024. Second youngest 3-time champion, right behind Sam Hornish Jr. And certainly the first back-to-back champion since Dario won 3 straight in 09, 2010, and 2011. Talk us through the day. At what point did you find out about Will, and did that relax you, or you try to keep the foot in the throttle? What was the thought process there?
Well, at the beginning, I had to go for it. I had to take some chances on the start, try and make up some room that just starting so far back we needed to gain. So everything was working right. I think we were up to like 15th or 16th or something like that, which was already a good step. And then I saw the 12th going into pit lane, and at first I was like, oh, what strategy are they going to pull off, right?
Going for a 5-stopper or something.
Yeah,
right.
So yeah, unfortunately that's not the way. Obviously you want your biggest competitor to go down on the season finale, but at the same time that's what happened to us 2 weeks ago. So yeah, it's racing, it's motorsport. That's what makes this sport so hard. So yeah, after that we were just doing our own race, obviously keeping an eye on the 12th car, but just trying to move forward.
Congratulations. We've been patiently waiting for you here in the media center. We'll start here with Nate Ryan from NBC.
So the closing laps, when you're a lap down, you're in the middle of that battle between Colton and Pato. Just what was that like from your perspective, just to be in the middle of, you're a lap down, but you're watching these guys battle for the win?
Yeah, it was tough because I had my red tires were like, I think 50 laps or 40 something laps. So I couldn't really do much. At the same time, I still obviously wanted to finish the race as high as possible. So yeah, it wasn't great to be there in the mix without being able to do much, and didn't want to cause anything. So I don't know if I did cause somebody. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's not the best case scenario, but it is what it is.
That was Colton's first oval win.
Yeah.
And he finished career best second in points. Obviously, Pato had a great year. Are you looking at those guys thinking next year that's probably going to be who I'm battling?
I'm not ruling anybody out, man. Like you would have said, it was power, like heading into this weekend. Now we talk about Colton and McLaughlin finishing third, and Pato. So, I mean, it's everybody. I think that's the beauty of this series, that it's everybody. You cannot, and yeah, you cannot count somebody down. Dixon as well, I think he had a really tough year. Well, I know because I've been inside the team with strategies like today. It was all going wrong for him. So yeah, it'll be an exciting next year.
And last one for me, Will came to your championship celebration, had a long conversation with you. It seemed like, was it just talking? He was explaining to you what happened, and
yeah, he was explaining me what happened, and I was like, man, what? Like, it's crazy that happened. No. Normally it never happens, but same as what happened to me on the battery 2 weeks ago. But obviously, it was very dangerous what happened to him. So you don't want to see that. I'm glad that nothing happened and he was still able to finish the race. Yes, obviously, but I was not gonna cry. I was not celebrating, but I mean, that's how it goes. I think he was not crying when I couldn't start at Milwaukee. He was crying of happiness. No. And I think he was not happy. Like, he was happy, but he was not like celebrating that I couldn't run. But when it's not your day, it is what it is. You cannot do anything. And same goes for when it's your day. And like me, it was my day. It was not meant to be for him, and it was meant to be for me. So that's what happened. I mean, I don't recall anybody having the issue he had. And I'm sure they double-checked everything.
Bruce?
As a racer, do you hate being in a position where you can't really race to win the race? You pretty much had to race to try to get up front and knew that it was going to be difficult to get all the way up to the lead. But knowing that you were in a position where now all you got to do is finish the race, you're the champion.
Yeah, honestly, obviously, I was thinking about the championship, but once I saw that he was like 4 laps down, I was like, okay, he can still win it and I can still lose it, but we need to go for it. So actually, we got caught up on the first yellow that moved us like 2 laps down and 1 lap down, 17th when we were already up to 12. And then suddenly we were up to 6 P6 on same strategy as everybody again. And I tried to race, but it was probably not the day to try and win the race or get into an accident at the end.
And also, it used to be said that you can't win an IndyCar Series championship without winning an oval race. You've now won 3 IndyCar Series championships, and you haven't won an oval race. So
Imagine when we win an ovals. No, jokes aside, it's I know that I need to win. I want to win more than anything else at the moment. But I don't know. Is it going to be next year? Is it going to be in 2 years? But it will come one day. I think we've been close. We've been trying. I've been feeling more comfortable. So yeah, it'll come one day.
and I had a chance to talk to Dario Franchitti. He's, really proud of now another back-to-back champion. Have you talked to him yet?
Yeah.
And what did he say about you now joining him as back-to-back IndyCar Series champion?
Yeah, he still reminded me that he did it once more. So I still have 1 more year to catch him. Hopefully we can. But yeah, he just said that we did a really good job. I think everybody saw, or at least he saw, that I was going aggressive at the start and first couple of laps, first stint at least, and we were going for it. So yeah, he was very happy. He's big part of it. He's managing all the drivers at CGR. He's helping us in different ways, and he knows that everything he says and everything he can try and tell us during every single weekend, it's huge, especially for me and the other rookies at the ovals.
Let's go Jack and then Joey after that. Jack.
Make you think about what you might aim to achieve in a period, or you just kind of still in the mode of like the next race?
Yeah, not really. I love this sport. I love to have the opportunity to be in a position to win races and championships. So I'm not setting a goal of trying to win 4 or 5 or anything like that. I think it's surreal to have won 3 IndyCar championships. Never thought in my best dreams that I would be in this position. So yeah, I take 1 race at a time, 1 lap at a time. For me, every lap that I'm doing is the most important of my life, and I do the same for every race. So hopefully we can keep on winning races and championships.
Do you feel like you can challenge and go and win 6, 7, and 8? Does it feel quite, do you feel like you're in an invincible position at the minute, the form that you've been in?
No, for sure not. But yeah, I'm thinking about next year now. Try and
Joey.
tie
Oh, sorry.
Kitty.
Joey.
Hey, Alex, this is your 3rd championship, but it's your first as a father. So, I mean, how does that feel different than maybe the other 2?
Yeah, I said it before. They say winning is the best thing in life, which I agree. They say being a dad is the best thing in life, which I double agree. But when you do both the same year, it's real, super special. So it's been an amazing year of learning, obviously. Maybe sleeping a little bit less, not being able to be on the simulator as much as I used to at home and playing video games. But it's been amazing. I wouldn't change anything that I'm living at the moment. It was the best thing to have her at my first win this year at the Indy Road Course, and to have her today celebrating.
And then to just kind of follow this is just every year you guys are learning, y'all learning something new. You talk about this being a year of learning. So what do you take away from this year? Like, what have you learned from this year in particular?
From this year? Oh, many things. I would say just, it's been a really quick, short, but at the same time, long season. I don't know. Everything happens so quick, especially I did Le Mans, couldn't really rest that week. So it just feels like we started 2 weeks ago. We learned a ton with the hybrid. I think we learned a ton today with the alternates on an oval and having to run 2 sets. Got trapped there at the beginning because of those alternates. So yeah, there's many things that we learned this year that hopefully we can that can make us stronger next year in 25. Yeah, lots of stuff. I mean, not gonna tell you, but no, I would say being consistent. I think in the past I was very consistent, but I think this year was even better, except the last, I would say 3-4 races. Trying to maximize. I think we can do a little bit better. I let somebody else win at Mid Ohio, which could have been ours, and some other races like Iowa won. So yeah, learn a ton, and hopefully next year I'm stronger.
Let's go Mike and then Chris after that. Mike, go ahead. What was the question again? The schedule, talk about the
Yeah.
schedule being different from last year.
Yeah. No, I didn't like having like 3 ovals to finish off the season. But it was the same for everybody. So I think they did an amazing job with the event here this year. Like the atmosphere was amazing. We had the best driver introductions we had all year, apart of Indy 500, obviously. But it was the energy was up. I think hopefully it was a great show for the fans, what we did on track. So I don't mind finishing here next year. Maybe I would prefer to split off road, street, and ovals a bit more, which I think it's looking a lot better like next year. So yeah, I'm looking forward to next year.
Chris, then we'll go to Jack. Chris.
Alex, if you could point to one, or maybe, sorry for having you reach around there. Is there 1 or 2 things that you feel like you did better than anybody else this year?
No, I wouldn't say it was one moment. I would say we've not been amazing anywhere except thermal, that didn't count, and in the road course that was our first win. But we've always been there, even when we were struggling a little bit, like Toronto. We had that penalty in qualifying for interference. We were starting P bananas, and we still made it to top 5. So I think those were the days where instead of having a really bad day, we actually made points to all the other competitors.
And what's the number one thing you're going to work on in the off season to where you can maybe repeat last year, where you don't have to worry about it? You can start in the final race to wrap up the title early.
Yeah, that would be nice to do again next year. But ovals, yeah, try and up my game on ovals. I thought, well, we've improved. I was leading yesterday in practice, but I felt like King Kong in practice, and then it was all bad in qualifying. So for sure, there's something there. I still don't know how to get that from me, as you could see, but yeah, we'll get it next year.
After you won your first title, did you go on a big like media tour of Spain with the cup and everything, or was that not? So doing it this time, this will be, I think, your second time doing it. Is there anything different you'd like to do this time around? Things you didn't see that you want to do this time or not?
You mean for the championship?
In Spain, like, is it different
Oh,
things
in
you want to
Spain.
do and go to different places with the trophy or what, or no?
No, not really. I mean, it's I prefer to celebrate here, spend time with the family in Spain, resting a little bit and preparing for the season. I think we have more following each time. Hopefully today as well helps. Some people watch a little bit more INDYCAR, which I think they are loving. But yeah, I don't mind. I live in Indiana now, so
Thanks and congratulations.
thank you.
I can tell you we've got a lot more Spanish media, which we'll get to here momentarily off of Zoom. So
Great.
compared to the last couple of years. All right, Jack, go ahead.
Congratulations. Yesterday, you were not really happy with your car, right? What did you do with your car setup for today? And how was the car today during the race?
Yeah, I actually liked it in practice, but suddenly we just didn't have the same balance during qualifying. So we just went back to our practice setup for today, and it worked the same way. I was quite comfortable. I don't think that we still had the pace to be top 3 today, with a normal starting position and all that stuff. But I think we're pretty close.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jack. Any other questions in person before we transition to some Spanish media? Patrick, wait for the mic. Thanks.
Sorry, just the tire situation. You weren't quite trying to run at first and second and be in that mix, but the red black, the alternates on an oval. Which should we do that at other places?
Yeah, I think it makes it fun. I think it was maybe I didn't love that we made the experiment on the last race of the season. Having that said, it was the same for everybody. But yeah, I think it brings different strategies. If you go to an oval that it's tough to pass, like here, it's tough, it's doable, but it's very tough. I think having 2 different compounds, it made it different speeds between cars, some people degrading 10 laps before others, and then action starts to happen, people trying to be a bit smarter on strategies. So I think that's something we need to keep, or we will keep next year.
653 on-track passes in that race
Nice.
today. Yeah. Bruce.
You got to celebrate with Barry Wanzer this
Yeah.
time. You didn't get to do that last year because of his throat cancer. So just how special does that make it for you?
Yeah, he was super pumped. Obviously, I was as well, and I just said, "Hey, we did it again just for you." So, it was pretty cool that we were able to win, and he was able, obviously, to be here. So, I said it many times. Let's say he sets the mentality, he sets the spirit of the 10 car. I would say the CGR team, but especially the 10 car, obviously having him on the radio. So yeah, it's great.
And what's it like to get the hug from Chip Ganassi? Is it like a grizzly bear hug?
Yeah, it's an aggressive hug, and then there's a couple of when he gets, yes, he has a very big and strong hand, but that means he's happy. Or maybe that he's not happy at all, but he was very happy. So I was happy. I got hurt, but I was happy.
All right, let's talk for Spanish. Let's take a few off Zoom. Enrique Naranjo from Marca, go ahead.
Thank you, Dave. Please tell Alex he has to do something to celebrate in Spain.
No, not many celebrations. Just rest, family time, vacation.
Okay, just a few words in Spanish from Alex. Alex, felicidades. Enhorabuena, gracias por hacernos disfrutar tanto este año. Te quería hacer 2 preguntas rápidas. La primera, ¿qué se siente siendo tricampeón? Que parece que es como un paso más, ¿no? Ya siendo una leyenda del automovilismo norteamericano. Y la segunda, ¿de qué estás más orgulloso de lo que has hecho este año?
Gracias, Enrique. La verdad, sí que me gustaría, obviamente, llevarme la copa y celebrar un poco, pero también me gustaría descansar
Te dejamos,
con la familia. Pero nada, que se siente es increíble. Cada año ha sido mejor. El primero fue lo mejor que me había pasado, luego el segundo fue aún mejor el año pasado por la manera en la que lo hicimos, y este año pues es aún mejor porque lo hemos repetido. A lo mejor los resultados no han sido tan increíbles en la pista, pero hemos conseguido hacerlo 2 años consecutivos, y ha sido obviamente la primera vez que soy padre y tengo una hija conmigo, así que ha sido súper especial.
Gracias, Alex, y sobre todo por toda la atención de la temporada.
A ti.
Thank you, Dave.
All right, Enrique. Thanks for joining us. Martín Muñoz from soymotor.com. Go ahead.
I think it's going to be 2 questions. Primer, moltes felicitats, Àlex, que això és molt enorme. Moltes felicitats. 2 preguntas. Hace unos minutos estaba en esta misma sala de prensa Chip Ganassi y, entre otras cosas, ha dicho que ya hay que contarte a ti entre los grandes pilotos de la historia. ¿Qué te parece la frase?
Increíble, obviamente increíble que alguien como Chip, obviamente estando en su equipo, pues esperas que hable mejor, pero igualmente con quién es, con lo que significa para este deporte, después de haber ganado 16, creo, con el de hoy, campeonatos de INDYCAR, pues es bastante especial. Creo que él ha visto bastantes pilotos que son leyendas, así que no, no me considero para nada una de ellas. Ojalá algún día lo podamos ser. Seguiremos trabajando para ello, pero nada, es increíble escucharlo.
Y la segunda pregunta era saber cuánta hambre tienes. Porque claro, tú ahora mismo tienes 27 años, 3 títulos, que sería un legado excelente para cualquier piloto, y tienes todo el tiempo del mundo a tu favor. Entonces, ¿cómo ves el futuro?
Pensaba que decías hambre de comida porque no he comido
No,
desde
esto también.
desde las 12 creo y tengo mucha hambre, pero la verdad que tengo muchísima. Yo creo que cada año tengo más hambre, cada vez que ganas como tienes esas sensaciones de ganar, esa felicidad como que te empuja a seguir luchando y a volver a estar ahí arriba, tanto en una carrera como en un campeonato. Y quiero volver a estar el próximo año aquí, quiero volver a estar en esta rueda de prensa con otro anillo. Así que muchísima hambre y creo que no va a parar de crecer.
Gracias. Thank you very much.
All right, one or two more off Zoom and then wrap things up back in person. Mark Caranjosa from Pit Lane Motor. Go ahead, Mark.
Hey,
Hello
Eddie?
everyone.
Hey,
Good
happy
night
29.
from Spain. I have one question in Spanish for Alex Palou.
Dale,
Thank
dale.
you, thank you. I am watching the INDYCAR.
Okay, I think
Go ahead, Mark. Mark, go ahead. Unmute yourself.
Yes, okay. Alex, hace unos días se celebraba el 25º aniversario del circuito Ricardo Tormo y tú conseguiste varias victorias allí hace unos años. ¿Te imaginabas cuando corrías en Valencia ser 3 veces campeón de la INDYCAR? Gracias.
No, la verdad que no. Es una de las pistas en Europa, si no la pista en la que más he rodado, más que nada por la cercanía que tenía del circuito el equipo Campos. Así que obviamente no me lo esperaba. No esperaba ser piloto profesional y tener una carrera deportiva en la que pudiera seguir corriendo en campeonatos grandes como la INDYCAR y menos haber ganado 3 campeonatos.
Thanks, Mark. Uno más. Luis Salinas, Deporte Motor en México.
Thank you, Dave. Hi, everyone in Nashville. Hola, Alex. Felicidades, tricampeón. Extendiendo la pregunta extendiendo la pregunta de Martí. Chip nos mencionó que antes de ser padre ya eras un piloto enfocado, pero desde que nació tu hija concentraste más ese enfoque. ¿Qué puedes decir al respecto? Además, habló del enfoque no solo como piloto, se extendió del enfoque como persona y ahora como papá.
Sí, pues la verdad que yo creo que aprendes, ¿no? Las cosas que vives y las experiencias nuevas que tienes fuera de la pista, pues también te hacen diferente dentro de la pista. Creo que ser padre pues me ha ayudado a ser un poquito más ordenado, a intentar sacar el máximo aún más cada día y no solo correr por mí y por mi familia como lo hacía siempre, sino también por ella. Así que nada, a seguir.
Campeón con los colores de tu bandera. Platica un poco de esto.
¿Cómo?
Campeón con los colores de tu bandera.
Sí, la verdad que es increíble, ¿no? Tener a DHL y obviamente no solo que es una empresa que está en todo el mundo, en España tenemos un montón y conocemos muy bien la empresa y la usamos, sino que además los colores, obviamente, aparte de quedar muy bien en la pista, son los mismos que la bandera. Así que contento y a ver si podemos repetir el año que viene.
Por supuesto, Chip Ganassi te va a pedir más. Muchísimas gracias, tricampeón. Felicidades. Thank you, Dave. And obviously, thank you so much for all the participations from this media this year, this season. Thank you so much.
Gracias, Luis. Appreciate you joining us here today. All right, wrap things up in person. If there's any follow-ups, going once, going twice. I know you've got a lot of stuff today and tomorrow, but on behalf of INDYCAR, huh?
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, you got stuff
Are you
tomorrow.
sure?
I'm pretty sure. Yes.
Okay.
Miss Kate has lined up a bunch of stuff.
Oh, just making sure. I know. I was just trying to.
Just tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Is that okay?
Yes. Am I? Yes, I am. I don't seem like it, but I am. I did. Thank you. I'm very funny. I'm so fun.
No, I'm kidding.
Yes,
Esther, is that true? He's funny. Okay.
of course.
El Campeon.
El campeón. Who's it?
Me over here.
Yes.
Hi, Kate from INDYCAR. I have a question. You can talk to Alyssa about any of the media you have to do next.
Okay. Thank you.
Blame Ocho. Hashtag blame Ocho.
Ocho. Hey, on behalf of INDYCAR, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yep. The road to a three-peat next year maybe is on
Let's do it.
soon
It's
enough.
on.
All right.
I start tomorrow.
Congratulations, Alex Palou, ladies and gentlemen. Good job.
Thank you.